Well, good morning, Sagittarius. Good morning, good afternoon for those in different parts of the world. I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to come into the room. Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius, we are going to, what we're going to be doing today basically is doing some oracles. Okay, this is going to be for the next, possibly for the next 2 months. I would say for the rest of the year, basically. Some of these energies are going to stretch out. We're going to be using different decks, maybe about 4 or 5, or now let's say maybe about 3 or 4 oracles, and then we're going to get into the tarot the way we normally do. So I'm just going to wait for you guys to come in a little bit. Hey, good morning. Good morning, good afternoon. I know some of you guys are across seas. Hey, Natalie. Hey, Divine T. Hey, Jessica. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get into it. Sagittarius, we have not seen this deck literally in about 2 years. We have not seen this deck in about 2 years. So we're going to see what's going to come out. You guys already know I am not the best with oracles like that, but I got to do it. Okay. Put a little spice to the channel. But let's see what comes out here for you, Sagittarius. This is going to be for November, December. But I'm just going to put November on there. Okay. So we're going to see what's coming out here for you, Sag. Let's get it. This is for Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Okay. All right. So first card that's coming out here for you is Release Desperation. Oof. Then at the bottom of the deck, you guys have Find Your Target. Wow. Release Desperation. This is crazy. I don't even think that we've ever seen this card even 2 years ago. I don't think that this card ever came out. Well, let's read it. Just by the look of the picture, devastation. Feeling devastated about something, okay? Now, this is what it says here. It says, free yourself from your past mistakes by forgiving yourself for what you have done or what you went through, okay? We know there's no victim blaming on this channel. Of course, you guys have been through things. That's not what it's saying. So some of you guys may have made mistakes with people. You know, some of the closest people to you, by the way, you know, this is usually what happens to people that you love. You make mistakes and then you're in this state of desperation. And it's you may have been so desperate, you just wanted them back, like you would do anything to obtain it. This could be, you know, even when it comes down to your finances, you know, how many financial mistakes have you made in order to gain money? You had investments that fell through. You had investments that you just knew were going to work and they did not. So you guys are in this place where you're kind of like, I can't believe that this happened. So again, with this card, it says free yourself from the past. Okay? Free yourself from the past. I don't care if you did it or somebody else did it. You're going to have to let it go. The fact that this is even coming out in your reading today lets me know that some of you guys have not let that go yet. This is what you're mastering. Forgive yourself, not just free yourself, but forgive yourself for what you have done or what you have been through. Okay? Honey, she is crying. She's just like, oh my God, I can't believe that this happened. Okay, that's what you're freeing yourself. Now, at the bottom of the deck, it literally says, find your target. And this is the Archer. Like, I like when they're so on point, because this would have never came out for Virgo or Capricorn or Taurus, you know, or Aquarius. This most likely would have never came out so quickly. It could have, but not so quickly. So you are the Archer, okay? And it's letting me know that this is for you. Here it's saying, when you're in alignment with the universe, you will not miss your mark. And it says exactly what it says. Get clear on your desires and your intentions. And a lot of you are putting this in like you're on point with it now. Okay. What does that mean? I don't know what it means for you individually. And we'll have to talk to you individually. But it's just saying that if you are clear about what you want, you act in harmony with that. You can't say, and I always use this as an example because this is the best thing ever, right? So let's say you're deciding, oh, okay, well, I have a goal. I want to lose 20 pounds by January, or let's say it is January, right? And you're like, all right, okay, this is the new year and I want to lose like 20 pounds by March. Everything you do from that point on is going to be in harmony with the goal that you're trying to reach. But the reason why this is here is because some of you guys be sidestepping. You be at this place where you're like, okay, you're gung-ho about it the first 2 days. You're like, I'm going to make sure that I do this. I'm going to do that. I want to make sure I'm going to have my, my food prepped. I'm going to go to the gym. And then about a week or so in, now you're getting a little tired because you're like, damn, I don't feel like getting up this morning to go to the gym. Okay. I'm having some craving for some sugar. I feel like eating a little cupcake here and there. Okay. So now you're not in harmony with your intention. You're allowing your cravings, okay, to distract you. Now this happens even with sex, right? Even in relationships. I'm not going to be dating anyone just to date anybody. So here it's just saying that you guys have to get in alignment to what you are wanting. And you can't make an excuse when you don't get it, because here's telling you clearly what you need to do. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and get to another set of cards. Sorry, I don't know why my camera looks off. Looks crooked. I apologize. Let's go ahead. Let's get two more for you, Sagittarius. Let's see what's coming out here for you, Sag. I kind of want you guys to see it. So let's do that. I want us to do it in front of the camera. I am going to choose that, but I wanted you guys to see it. There we go. Okay. The Haunted. Oof. Oh my God. Yeah, this is your problem. This is your problem. I already know. I haven't read it yet, but I'm telling you, the problem is the past, y'all. I mean, y'all, it is something y'all cannot get over with, and we're going to have to talk about that today. Because today's spread, by the way, with the tarot is going to be past, present, and future. That's when it gets real. But I already see what's happening with you even now, because now we're, again, in a whole nother deck, and it's talking about the past. And that first card says, release desperation. Okay? Free yourself, forgive yourself. Okay? Now, this is the card that fell out in front of y'all. Here it says Snake Charmer. Do not share your thoughts and plans. Be watchful of those around you. Okay, that could be true. But what's the definition of this card? What is basically saying? It's saying deception, lies, enemies, or manipulation. Okay, there could be someone who's doing that. Now, is enemies, and this is interesting because this has been coming out for y'all for a while. Okay? I mean, for a while. Does it mean enemy the way that we think about 007? No. We're not saying it that there's someone on a roof somewhere trying to take you out because you're on someone else's team. This is basically saying that there's someone who don't like you. There's someone who doesn't like you. This could be a friend. This could be a family member. This could be an ex, like someone just said. This happens, right? And I'm mad at you because you're not with me. I'm mad because we're not together. So when we're saying enemies, it doesn't have to be this big thing. It doesn't have to be theatrical. It's saying that at this point, there is someone here that don't like your ass. And it says they can, lie to you, pretend something. And this is sometimes people who are around you, by the way. This is not always people who you realize don't like you. This could be somebody that you're sleeping with right now, or that you're friends with right now, who don't like you. And they're lying and they're smiling in your face, right? Manipulating you in order to get what they want. Okay? So you do have that energy around you, so just be, aware of it. But we've been seeing this, like, how long, Sag? Like, we've been seeing this for like over a year. You guys already know who my favorite Sagittarius is as far as reading for. Okay? I'm not going to say that because I don't know. She may come across this video one day. I don't know. I talk about her a lot on my Twitter. Okay? And this is so on point for her. This is coming out literally on point for her. Okay? Even though she's a mega, star. This is on point for her. But, we're talking about down in our little world. Some of you guys are experiencing this with someone. Now, this was another card that came out here. And it says the Wheel. the wheel. The magic of fate and destiny is behind you. It'll be a critical turning point in your life. Oh my God, you guys already know I love the wheel. I love the wheel. Okay. What does it say? Destiny, fate, cycles, turning point. Now this is sitting in your future placement. Remember, this is past. This is present. At present, you got an enemy because what? You took your stand. You said no. You said no. Okay. And somebody don't like that. But because you are destined for things, it ain't nothing that they can do to stop you. Hello. Okay, so those are the 3 oracle cards. You guys already know how bad it is for me to read oracles. It's so hard for me, but I'm flowing. I'm flowing. Now, here it is. This was the one right here. This was the one. You see how it says the haunted? I already knew. Now, if you read what it says, here it is again. Make peace with your past in order to keep your future from becoming a constant battle. Release and let it go. Now, I'm not saying it as if it's just an easy task. I'm not saying it where it's like, okay, Sag, like, come on. Like, what's the problem? I'm not saying it in that way. I'm not saying it in a way that like I'm blaming you because you can't let something go. Because again, I feel like some of you guys have been completely traumatized, okay? But I'm saying that you have to be consciously aware that you have to work on releasing what has occurred. And so here it says the past. Maybe there's some type of attachment, okay? It says obsession or obsessing over it, obsessive thought, and there could be some regrets. Again, going back to forgiving yourself for what you have done or what you went through. This is your theme. This is your theme, Sag, okay? This is basically what this is saying. Okay. Oh, wow, this is crazy. Hold on. I'm barely looking at give me a second. I'm barely looking at that was just a little bit. There we go. There we go. All right, we're not done. We are not done. The haunted. And sometimes you can't help who you're around. Can you really help who you're around? Because this could be, like I said, you have some type of, I mean, it's a child in this picture, so maybe it is children. Or if it's a family member, there is like, okay, you both of you guys inherit the house or certain properties from your family or something like that. So it's kind of like, okay, like we have to see each other in some way, but it doesn't mean that they like you. All right. This is for Sagittarius. Let's get 2 for Sag. Okay. All right. And this is going to be the last of the oracles, and then we're going to get into the tarot. That's going to be the long portion. All right. So here for your oracle in this deck, I do not know some of these names, so please forgive me. Okay. Jophiel. Okay. And it says, Jophiel can help you manifest happiness, bless your creative pursuits, maintain a clear mind, and staying open to true beauty, which is amazing. Here it says, when you create beauty around you, you restore the beauty within your own soul and those around you. We're not looking outside. We're not looking outside. We're looking inside. How is your house? Okay. Come on, we're in class. How is your house? We're not looking at the neighbor's house. We're looking at your house. We're looking at you. Okay? There is beauty to be found. And here it says divine beauty. This is the way God sees you. This is not about how other people see you. And if God sees your beauty and your creativity, then God can make this happen in ways that no other person can. Let's just be very clear about that. Because you know how it's like a mother who loves a child. The mother is like, you're so beautiful. You're like, you're only saying that because you're my mother. Well, God is only saying that because God is God. And God created everybody, right? It's saying the beauty within you, other people will be able to see the beauty within you. And it's almost like it just radiates off of you. Now you're able to like experience things that you haven't before because now you feel different. You don't feel ugly. Okay, your self-esteem isn't down to the ground. And we're talking about Sagittarius, who you guys are considered to be the one that's the confident sign. That means you're not even standing in your own true power if you're sitting in this like low state of self. Okay, so you have to find the beauty within you. Here, Chango, and this is what it's saying. Call on upon Chango if you need justice. Okay. Anything you have to manipulate. Ooh, there's that manipulation. There's that manipulation. This is not past or present. These are just cards that's just randomly coming out. Okay. It says anything you have to manipulate to keep, or it says to keep will not be yours to keep. Ooh. Anything you have to manipulate to keep will not be yours to keep. Be sure it's not you or someone else's manipulation. I'm telling you, here it is again. You see how you guys are having running themes? This is how I know that what y'all about to experience is going to be some hardcore manipulation. Somebody trying to manipulate a situation in their favor. And it calls this person an enemy, which again, it doesn't have to be the enemy that you guys think it is. It's someone who's trying to get their way. Okay, I'm just trying to get my way. I'm not really considerate about you, Sagittarius. I want to get what's mine. And you're like, but that harms me, that hurts me. Well, who cares? Who cares if it hurts you? I'm trying to get what's mine. Now, you guys have to be careful about that too. Okay, so these are all warnings because it literally said it. It says anything you have to manipulate to keep will not be yours to keep. Just know that it can be taken away from you. Okay. Your destiny with that wheel card don't mean it's going to go in your favor if you show your behind. Now, what we're going to do from this point on, this is where it starts to get juicy. We're going to do past, present, future. Past is going to include your money and love for each row. I forgot about it with Virgo, and I had to go all the way back. So let's try not to do that. Let's try to remember the love portion. So we're going to go ahead and get to your past. So let's see what happened in your past with your money and your love. Of course, you know, something that could have happened if it's your job as well. Let's get it. This is for Sagittarius. Some of you guys be wanting to see it. I just don't want it to fall and mess up the cards. But let's see. Pass. There we go. Sagittarius. Wow. Okay. That flipped out here. Okay. You guys have the Magician. Crazy. Wow. You had the Knight of Wands, the Magician, and then you had the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I would definitely say your past was popping. I mean, if I had to look at these cards and look at your past, you were on cloud 9. You had your family established a certain way here with Ten of Pentacles. Your money was established. You were able to bring about the things that you wanted easily. Was it like, you know, sometimes it's just easy. You were in that season where things were just easy for you. Remember, the Magician's card even talks about abracadabra, right? That's why I tell y'all, like, this is what it means. It was like, baby, anything I want, I can have it. Anything I want, I can have it. I can have this. I can have that. You guys were fine. And I'm not saying that life was, you know, fantastical in every area, but I'm just saying you weren't where you are right now. That I can assure you, just because based off of what we see with the rest of these cards, right? So the past was great. And then you had the Knight of Wands. Some of you guys bought new cars and things were moving. Some of you guys were, you know, like, and then this dealing with your money for right now. You were like, you put your application in to get a job, you got it. You were able to create, like maybe you had your own business, you were able to create it here. This is creative energy with the Magician automatically. Okay, if you wanted to create your business, you were able to get it. Like, this is crazy. Like, looking at your past is like sick. Like, you guys were on it. Family was cohesive again. Ten of Pentacles. Family was cohesive. Some of you guys were in long-term committed relationships, by the way, here with the Ten of Pentacles. You just had it. Some of you were, dealing with someone who came about that you just loved so much, and you just never imagined this person not being in your life. You could have been with them for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, even, and more, right? But you were with someone that you loved as far as emotionally. And again, your money was just on point. Your money was on point. I mean, you had times where you had down times, but man, it was just good. A lot of sex here as well. Like, it was just active. Knight of Wands talks about active. Now, the only thing that I do see that I'm going to have to talk to y'all about. I want to talk to y'all about this. This is a warning in the future. Don't go into the future with this energy, because I see it. You guys already know what the Knight of Wands basically tell you. We're not talking. Yeah, some of y'all have been with playboys or playgirls. You were dealing with different people, or you were dealing with this particular person that you know damn well you should have let go a long time ago. But you were so in love, you're just like, oh my God. And you held on to this person forever when you shouldn't. Okay. This is that fly-by-night energy, very fickle individual, but you just love them. You're just like, man, it's just something about them. A lot of y'all fell for that. Okay, so we're talking about romance and love. That's what happened. But for others, this could have been like, of course, someone that you had a family with, or someone you had children with, that type of thing. You were okay. It was like you hit a sweet spot. Even though it wasn't perfect, you guys hit a sweet spot. And again, that goes with the money as well. But it all kind of goes hand in hand with this. I don't know what else to say. It was nice. But it's sitting on that release desperation. Now, this is where it's going to get tricky. Because now we're going to get into your present and how you're feeling. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially. That's what we're about to get to. This is for Sagittarius. Now, I'm going to shuffle the cards in front of you. Give me a second. I'm just shuffling it a little bit. Let's see what comes out here for you, Sagittarius. Wow, you keep getting 3 cards. Now you have the 2 of Swords that's coming out here. Wow, you have the 2 of Swords and you have the 2 of Wands. Okay. You have the Page of Cups and you have the Star card. Okay, hopeful energy. I like it. I like it. I like this a lot. All right. Okay. Let's get to the money part, because this looks like this will be a little bit more important. Your money is stagnant. Like, you're okay. You know what I mean? Like, it just feels like you're able to pay your bills, but there's not like this banging energy, the way that you kind of had it in the past. It's not, money isn't as accessible as it used to be, if you guys get what I'm saying. Like, I don't like the fact that you had the page. The page automatically is like, I'm just going to give you just enough here with the Page of Cups. But I just feel like, if you guys have been wanting to save, let's say you've been wanting to save in your bank account forever, that hasn't happened. Maybe $50 here and there. Some of you guys may be able to save a little bit of something, but not to the point where you're like, okay, like, I'm able to go on this vacation. I'm able to do this. I'm able to do that. You have not been able to do that, because this does feel like, okay, I'm just at that place where I'm okay, but I'm not great. But also, yes, I'm not great, and I wish I could do better. Okay. Now, remember, you at the bottom of the deck, you had the 2 of Swords, and here you have the 2 of Wands. There is definitely going to be a decision in the future about something. I don't know what it's going to be. You're going to have to make a decision about work. This is work. This is not your money. I mean, could it be money? Like, should I buy this car? Should I, and we always talk about housing, especially with you. Like, should I move to another city? Should I, leave the place that I'm in, that type of stuff. So some of you guys are going to be making a decision based on what you have or what you're able to obtain. Like, maybe I have to move. Okay. So you are going to be at a dilemma. You got two twos here, and that's always decision making. So when it comes down to something in the future, it is going to be pertaining to the what you have in your bank account. I just don't see where you're balling. I just don't. I wish I did. I mean, right, that's just right now. That's right now. And it's okay. It's okay. Like I said before, we're gonna see what the future is holding, but you're just not balling right now, and that's all right. You were good in the past, but right now that's not where you are. Now, as far as romantically, what it looks like, I don't know. There's a little hopefulness here. You got the star card, which is nice because I feel like there could be someone that you're going to meet kind of out of the blue. Like, you know, I mean, the star card is like this hopeful energy. That's it. That's all it really says. It's like someone that can kind of come into your life that brings somewhat of a hopeful energy. She's dancing. So, like, this is kind of making you feel a little fairy, fairy-ish. You're like, oh, okay, you know, you got the Page of Cups here. So this feels new, or this is just a conversation, you know, communication. Like part of the Page of Cups isn't necessarily anything so profound. Not yet. Not yet. You know, like it's a page. It's nothing deep, nothing like deep. I don't see it. It feels brand new a little bit. The Two of Wands. Now this is now one thing I have to tell you. You got to be careful about this. Now, this is you or them, okay? You see how she's standing between two brains, okay? She's standing between two brains. Now, this is like one of those things where someone is trying to decide about if you, like, this could be like, okay, do I go into this connection with this person? And the only reason why I say you have to be careful is because someone is still hurting about something from the past. It does feel like this is a rebound. Oh, I hate to say it. I'm sorry. Like somebody is in a state where they know, okay, it could be you, it could be the other person. Like it does feel reboundish. So you want to be very careful about diving into anything anyway. And this is so beautiful because you're not diving. The Page of Cups is just like, okay, this is more so intrigue more than just like, oh, I'm just going to give you my all. Like, no. But you want to know why that makes sense? Because remember, we got all of that past energy. Now, that came out for you. I don't know what it is that you've been experiencing, Sagittarius. We've been reading about this past person forever. For you, someone coming in your life, someone leaving your life. So, you know, it's been that whole thing. That's just what your theme has been. So, you know, whether it's you or whether it's them, do not start any kind of relationship based on your sadness. Okay? Please don't do it. Because this is like a wayward spirit. This is like, okay, I'm kind of unsure about life right now. I don't really know what's happening in life. I'm a little alone. You know, I'm a little desperate. You ain't gonna say that out loud, but hello, desperation is in your reading. Okay, so don't attach yourself to people out of that energy of desperation and being alone and feeling broken because the relationship didn't work. And also don't pick up somebody else's problem. And you are going to be able to tell that this person is broken because, you know, you're going to be able to tell. I don't know how, like everyone does things differently. Okay, this person can just, you know, 1 minute could be just so happy 1 minute, and then the next minute they're just kind of down and not talking and they're acting depressed. And it's like, are you okay? That means it's some trauma somewhere. And you may be okay, but now they're dealing with it, and it's like you don't want to deal with that. So that is a caution here. And a lot of y'all are still feeling a little wayward spirits as well. So again, it's okay to take your time when it comes down to love, because I just don't think that you're ready for that. I know you want to, but I don't think you're ready. There is going to be someone special in your life, that I can tell you. Now that I can tell you. It will be someone special. Now they could be around right now, but it's not really too much of anything based off of what I see. Okay? You do need to focus. You got to focus on your finances as well, though. So I kind of feeling like the financial aspect of your life should be more so a priority. I keep getting these kids cards, so a lot of you guys have children, so you probably want to pay attention to that. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get your future. Let's see what comes out here for your future. This is for Sagittarius. Future Sag. Thank you. Let's just get one more. Sorry. Oh, God. You guys got a lot. I got to take it. If it came out like that, I got to take it. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, you guys have the Queen of Cups. Some of you guys are definitely dealing with a water sign. Let me first tell you the signs that I see. I see Gemini. I see Taurus. I see any water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I see Aries. Let's bring these two cards out, because you guys had 4 that popped. I love this. I do. I love this for y'all, because remember we were talking about the whole financial part. I love that I see that she's sitting in this doorway, like this arch. You know, and this arches always represent doorways. So this is almost like, you know, when you're coming to a party, like let's say she's literally going to a Halloween party. She's dressed up like she is like the center of attention. Now, this is not to stroke y'all egos. Y'all already know I don't like stuff like that, please. Okay, I'm not here to stroke your egos. Remember, this is inwardly. Even if nobody turned their heads at the party, don't be feeling some kind of way like, oh my God, nobody ain't saying nothing about my outfit. No, please, okay? This has something to do with you. Now, usually with the 9 of Pentacles, this has something to do with independence. Now, we're talking about money-wise right now. Independence. You don't have to depend on anybody. You really don't. You do not have to rely on anyone. You know how we saw with the money part, how you were sitting in this part of I'm working, but I'm not growing here. I'm not feeling the way that I felt in the past, and that's making me feel a little uneasy. Now, the 9 of Pentacles in your future is like, okay, who gonna check me? Nobody, because I don't need your money. I don't need your help. I don't need any of that. I am independent. I am financially free. Mama, I don't need your money. Daddy, I don't need your money. Boyfriend, I don't need your money. Girlfriend, I don't need your money. Wife, I don't need your money. Financially free. And there is going to be some type of opportunity that is going to come about. I don't know how that's going to happen, but it will. Okay, that is what I see. You have to stay committed, though. This goes back to what I was saying before. You guys, okay, so remember it talks about releasing and moving forward and all that other stuff. You guys have to stay committed to the grind. Like if you say that you have somewhere to go, almost missed it. Almost missed it. Because I'm like, didn't I say this earlier in the reading? I sure did. What does it say? When you're in alignment with the universe, you will not miss your mark anyway. So get clear on your desires and your attention. What are we talking about? So here with the Hierophant, which is commitment. Stay commitment to the grind. We're not saying that you have to go to work and, you know, destroy yourself. We're saying even if it's your ideas, stay with it. If you want to write a book, and you're like, okay, I'm going to write a book, and you write 2 sentences a day. It may take you about 10 years. Okay, I'm just going to tell you, if you do that. But even if it's that, write 2 sentences a day. You must stay committed to it. You may only have time for 2 sentences. But that's what I'm saying here. Now, but this is also hitting the wheel, though. What is that saying? That means that this turning point, this destined energy that you're going to be experiencing. So some of you have questions, right? Some of you you're doubting. You're like, I don't know about that. I don't know about all of that. The wheel came out before you could even say it. It says, no, you are destined. You are fated to experience this. So everything that I just said. This is not one of those times for you doubting, like, I'm not sure if she's talking about me. Well, you should know. You should know. Okay. Now, if you don't, that's on you. But I see a connection here. We already see your money going to be on point because you're committed to what you're doing. But I see that there's a connection. The Emperor is like the spouse. And it came out with the Hierophant. Now, this is just a general. This is not how I will read it if you were in a singles reading, or just like a personal reading. No, ma'am. Okay, I'm only doing it general because it just looks like that. But I need other cards, which I always say my 95%. You guys already know what that means. 3 cards need to come out, and I will tell you personally if that is the truth for you. Okay? You may come across a single father, a single mother. You could be a single father. You could be a single mother, especially here with this person with these kids, right? Very active individual, someone who's very active. This could be someone who has their own business. This could be someone who is the head of a company, or who's very much so like they're the lead of something. Okay, because that's what this basically means. This is the individual that I am describing. So you definitely have someone in your reading that you are, and again, you got the, this was the other card, page, and there's a page again. So you definitely have someone in your reading that it looks like it's fresh, because you got 2 pages here that you're going to be getting to know. It's still superficial. There's no deepness there. There's no depth at all. Not yet. I don't see it. Even if you're dating, there's nothing deep at all in this reading. Okay? This is a getting to know. I do see that you guys are going to be going out with this person, or you will be making plans to go out with this individual. The Aries card here with the Emperor is saying that you're taking back control of your life. I love this. Just hands down, your future looks so good. Your future looks like your past, right? Like, we're in Halloween, but this is really a Christmas tale. Okay, Ghost of Christmas Past, baby. This is what's happening with you. Okay, so everything that you've experienced in your past looks like that's what's going to happen in the future. But again, the wheel says that's what you're destined to experience. So why are you questioning it? A lot of y'all need to heal, and you really, really do. There's no question about that. You're going to have to heal, because that whole desperation in this card right here was that was a deal breaker for me. That was heartbreaking. And that whole haunted, like, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. This is what you're working on. So when I say you have to heal, this is what you're working on. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and get your today energy. Let's get your today energy. Let's see what comes out here for you, Sagittarius. Rocky, you are hilarious. All right. This is for Sagittarius today. Let's see what comes out. Oh my God, I knew it. I knew it. This is yours today. You got the Queen of Wands. I knew it. Let me show you the first card that came out. That's right. Ooh, wee. You got, first of all, you got 4 cups here and 4 here. This is dealing with the comfortability of your home. Your home is not complete. You do not feel that at all. There's this emptiness that you feel. And the only reason why I say that is because this would have been different if the 4 of Wands came out. I'm just going to use these 2 together. Okay, I might as well just put it together. It would have been different if just the 4 of Wands came out. I'm like, oh, okay, this could be pretty decent, right? This pretty decent. Maybe you're going to be doing work around the house, and you know what you still could be doing, right? Home is anything dealing with home. Family is definitely going to be a thing of today. Like, you know, you've been working all week. You're going to be focusing on your home, attending to your home, tending to your kids. Maybe you're going to visit your mother. Maybe you're going to call your mother. Maybe you're going to call your grandmother, because anything deals with 4 deals with the woman, right? Deals with the mother. We kind of see that with the Queen of Wands too. So it's a nurturing house. That's where you guys are today. Nurturing and need to be nurtured. And the reason why I say need to be nurtured is because here with the 4 of Cups, you don't feel loved. You guys are, it's kind of, you guys got this little ickiness. It's like, ew, get away from me. I want this feeling to go away. You know, like when you really look at this as 4 of Cups, it's like, oh, I'm a little depressed. I'm a little sad, but I got to put on a strong face. I got to put on a strong face. You know, I have to go out in the world and pretend everything is okay. Have to smile, right? You got to do all of that. But that's what I'm seeing today. But that's okay, because a part of this is the purging aspect. Because again, if we're saying releasing that desperation of that past, but the need to feel like you are welcome, part of the Four of Wands is feeling welcome. I need to feel welcome. I need to feel like I'm wanted. And some of you guys are not feeling like you're wanted. You're not wanted by your lover. You're not wanted by anybody. Especially if we're talking about romantically. You're like, where they at? Yes, because they are nowhere in sight. So emotionally, romantically, I don't feel wanted. And then we're also dealing with, like I said before, if it is a home energy, there is something missing from the home element, family element, where it's like there's maybe no cohesiveness, or there's someone that you want to love you. Oh, I want my mom to love me. I want my siblings to love me, but you're not feeling that. So there is something missing here. Okay. And this is why I say that you guys have to focus on that. Now, you guys did have the Queen of Wands. Okay. You guys didn't have that. She did come out. Doesn't have to be bad, because technically this could be you. Now, in the midst of all of those feelings, in the midst of all of that, you are still Sag. Baby, hello. Why y'all think I love y'all so much? Because I done said all of that, and then I came out with a Queen of Wands sitting right there. It's like, yeah, I may be dealing with all of that, but I'm still Sagittarius, babe. Can't help but to be me. Okay, I'm still going to get shit done, and that's what Sagittarius basically means. I'm going to get shit done. I am the leader. People look up to me, and I want them to. Like, I want them to. Because that's my position in this world. And I don't feel right any other way. Okay, so you guys are getting yourself together. Now, also the very fact that the Queen of Wands is coming out, what do you do today? What are you guys going to do? Are you going to sit around the house and mope? No, you're not. You're going to, if you have been wanting to exercise, I definitely see that. I see you guys focusing on your health routine, the things that you eat, that type of stuff. Yes, I'm proud of you. Thank you. I know you guys have been trying to work on that. You've been focusing on that. You're going to do pretty good today. And if it's not today, you're going to do pretty good tomorrow. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm saying here. Sagittarius. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you guys. I love you with all of my heart. Okay. You guys already know, if you are interested in a personal reading, all the information is down below in the description box. I think somebody said something earlier, but I didn't want to break the reading. Hold on. Let me see who that was. Oh, Devani. Devani, yeah, you already know what to do. You already know what to do. I'll make sure I email you in a minute. If you guys are interested in reading all that, is down below. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, hit that notification bell when I put more videos out today, which I will be doing. Okay. But I'm going to be doing Cash App Live most likely again tonight. If you guys did not know, I did it last night as well. So I will see you later. Love you guys. Have a good day. Bye.